Hello folks, today it's time to go down a checklist and get ready to go camping. Come on along for the ride. So first I like to check out my generator, make sure it's working well. Before I started it up, I checked the oil. I'm going to run it on propane for a few minutes here, make sure everything is in tip-top shape and it's able to run all the appliances inside of the unit. That's always a good double check. That checks the generator, it checks the appliances, it checks the air conditioner, and just make sure that you're road ready. We won't be using this on every day, but we'll be using it some where we boondock as opposed to having access to utilities. You can watch my other videos of how I put this together, but it's working very nice for me. Very pleased with it. So let's continue on and go to the basement of our unit, or the pass-through, some might call it. So anytime you pull a camper, there's a few things that you'll have to do that require tools in the setup and tear down of the unit and the maintenance on the road. Depending on what rig you have, you may be required to bring along a different set of tools than I do. But in my case, I bring along a 1/2-inch ratchet, a 3/8 ratchet, several small end wrenches, and these tools are used for example, the lug nuts on the tires, the up and down landing gear on the unit. Just always helpful to have some screwdrivers, some pliers, some vice grips, different things that you might need if something were to break or need to be repaired. Simple things, of course. Then water hose. I bring along splitters, water filter, and also a water pressure regulator. If a given campground has water pressures above 40 psi, it could damage your valves and seals in your unit. So I bring along a pressure regulator and use it often. Anytime you park a rig, you need to level it. So I use the Anderson leveling system, and it works very, very well. I'm very pleased with it. So I pack those in a container and put those away. I've built in an air compressor in the event that I have a flat tire or a low tire that I need to air up either on the road or between campsites. That works pretty slick. Haven't had to use it yet, knock on wood, hope I don't, but it's there if I need it. So all of this gets packed in the basement. Now let's move to the front of the rig and talk about some safety items. Every trailer should have some sort of a weight distribution and anti-sway hitch. So this is my hitch. Some tools that it takes to install that hitch. There's the emergency brake, there's the 7-pin connector for the lighting, and the safety chains. My unit is equipped with a powered up and down front jack. And then there's batteries. The system came with one battery. I added a second battery for extra battery life. You do want to check the water level in these batteries because they will heat up. And then lastly, the propane. Make sure you're ready to go on the road. I have two 20-pound bottles. On the other side of the basement, I keep a few other things. A hydraulic jack in case I have to have that, and a just-in-case safety kit, and some garbage bags. So we load that in the other side of the basement, lock it up. As far as wheel chocks, I like to use these. They work really slick. I've never had a problem with the unit moving after those are clamped down. Also the landing gear, I've added a nut on the landing gear so I can drive it with an impact wrench. This is not a requirement, but it sure has made it handy to make the leveling process much faster. So there you go. Let's build a campfire. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, or dissent. You've been watching the Junkyard Tailgate channel. Good day.